Hello everybody and welcome back to the FateCraft server once again. Now, before you roll your eyes and groan about there being yet another servitor, let me reassure you that there will not be a servitor right now. Mostly because I don't feel like it. Secondly, because that'll be its own separate entity in a sort of way. So, I thought I was just gonna hop on, give you a brief tour of my place. Yes, this is yet another map from what you've seen in the past, and I'll get around to explaining that in a little bit. I'm just going to give you a brief tour of this place and then explain, well, I guess after I'll explain just what the hell we're going to be doing. So, well, I can go ahead and start the explanation here. Okay, so, mob system up there. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm sick as hell right now. Which you can probably tell from the audio, and if you hear a little cutout of the audio, that just means I have taken a moment to blow my nose and didn't want to put it in your ears. And yeah, I'm not going to do any fancy editing of that sort, like fading out the audio or inserting an audio clip, because I am still using the most, what's the word? Rudimentary of editing tools. So, with that said, let's get back into this. My very first thought going into this build is that I wanted it to be based around redstone. And what better thing to do with redstone than to... Hello, Norton. You're being Norton. Let me close that. Okay. Uh, One of the most basic things you can do with redstone is have a little hideaway door. Yay. But that's pretty much where the redstoning stops. Like, I've put a lot of time into this place, and I really like the design of this room. I don't care what you say. Obsidian and Endstone go surprisingly well together. And of course I had to have my lapis. But I can at least explain the ideas of this. I don't even know if this works right now. I think it maybe does. I don't have Optified for 1.7, so I can't really use that. But the idea behind this, you pull a lever and water appears down on the level that you want it to be on. In this case, it would go down to the very bottom, but I haven't gotten around to that. But we flick this, and the thing that I hate most about this is that it takes the water a little while to get there, so I usually just end up dropping it anyway and taking the damage. Who cares? So this is the storage facility. Way too many chests in here. I think the count was 180. And yeah, the difficulty of getting into them is mostly by design. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just break this down. It was mostly in place to discourage people from stealing. Like, I know you could just break the blocks, but it it seemed like a good idea at the time. Shut up. But it's all, well, let's show off the item frames. It's all organized like crafting materials, food, plants, etc., etc. And it's just all sort of organized in those little sections. And I have a decent bit of stone. Thought I had more. Ender chest, yay, I was planning on setting another one next to it because, symmetry. Okay, that's all there is to show here. I don't have that many diamonds, I promise. Gotta climb back up here. Actually, I'm gonna grab ender pearls. Because, I'm gonna be that guy. May as well eat. There we go. Yeah, this whole section down here, just dedicated to ender pearls. Ender pearls. Come on, ender pearls. Ender pearls. But I'm just gonna grab a stack of those. Or most of a stack of those. I could have just done this. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't you tell me to do that? Okay, anyway. Close that up. Now we go to perhaps the most over-glorified thing I ever do when it comes to a build. Although I haven't really done as much with it as I intended to. Hooray for huge freaking farm. You got your potatoes and your carrots and your wheat. This is all I think all these are 8x8s. I think maybe they're 9x8s, I don't know. But that was mostly just to get a stack of everything planted in one section. Except for the sugarcane, which I majorly screwed up when I planned that out, but whatever. There is no auto-harvesting system in it yet, mostly because there's not enough room to set up all the redstone up there. I tried to, and I popped right into my storage area, and that was really annoying. So now we're going to continue down here. Don't mind all the mess of the cobblestone. When I was making this, I was using a texture pack on my old computer, and I'll get to that in a second. But I was using a terrible 8x8 resolution texture pack, and it made the cobblestone look like stone brick, and I did not mind that one bit. This was the branch mine. It's a circle, because circles. And that was from when I was trying to pinpoint where the slime chunk down here was, because I had slime spawning down here, and I just wanted to isolate them and make a little farm out of that, but I live right by a swamp, so that's kind of moot now. Anyway, now we shall continue back up, and I will explain to you what we'll be doing. Congratulations on making it through the fastest tour of one of my builds ever. So, continuing on to the surface. Yes, here we go. Damn it, I missed. Son of a bitch. Well, anyway, about that FateCraft server tour. Hunter asked me to do a brief little server tour for that, and I did do it, but I wasn't thrilled about the quality. That and the oh-so-professional Bandicam watermark up there, because I'm way too stingy to purchase the damn thing. So yeah, that's just kind of sitting in video limbo right now. And I do plan on redoing that, but it's going to be more of a overview without commentary with all this fancy editing work, and I don't know how I'm going to pull that off with Windows Movie Maker, but we'll just have to see how that turns out. So anyway, you'll see, whoops, I have all of my stuff on me, and yeah, I have things. There are my fuck me boots because, you know, fuck me boots. That's a thing. Sex is a weapon because, you know, I thought it was funny. And probing device because that is funny. Butts are funny. Anyway. So. Instead of continuing on with this place and letting you get to know the server as it is now, hello, terrible tree farm, I have decided that I'm going to say screw this place. I cannot roll my R's worth a damn. And go off in search of a new place to live, a new life to live, and leave this behind for whomever may want it. Probably nobody, because everybody has their own home by now. This map has been around for a while. I'm only taking this gear to help me find wherever I want to settle down. After I find it, I'll plant down this ender chest, put all of my armor and tools and whatever I have on me in there, including my food. Use this iron pickaxe to break it, which will give me the 8 obsidian, but I can just destroy that. And then, if the iron pick survives, I'll get rid of that as well. So, yeah, I'm starting completely over. Just gonna leave all of this behind, because this thing doesn't work, and I don't know why. This used to be a bucket server. It isn't anymore, and it still doesn't work. Anyway, so let's find a decent direction in which to travel. And yeah, this one looks good. I mostly want to keep increasing the coordinates, not decreasing. Just to give myself the false sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Progression. That's the word. Oh, I didn't show one thing off. Let's procrastinate even more and not actually get anything done in this video. Yes, this is JT's rail service. You people might know JT. Hello, random chicken that lives here now. You guard the base while I'm gone. Good boy, girl, thing. Hello, lava. Uh, oh yeah, as I was saying, JT used to be on the server. He's still whitelisted, I think. He just doesn't come on here anymore because he has his own server. And I occasionally play on that as well. Welcome to the most pointless room I have ever dug out. It was for something that I was working on in creative. If you know what an obsidian generator is, I'll probably end up making one anyway. But if you know what they are, I was planning on making a large-scale version of one of those. I gotta remember to be quiet when doing some actions because they're loud. I called it the obsidian flower, and I guess I can continue going this way. And basically, it was exactly what it sounds like, an obsidian flower. It would form a flower-looking thing out of obsidian using an obsidian generator module thingus. Anyway, let's continue on into the world, look for somewhere interesting to settle, and I can talk about the elephant in the room that I have yet to really talk about. Yes, I have a new computer. I call it new. It's still 10 times better than the old one I had, but uh, it's not that fantastic as you might be able to see, what with the render distance and the fast graphic settings and no clouds and no mip map, which really is kind of annoying because whenever I have mip map on, and I don't have a pop filter on this, whenever I have that on, it screws with my graphics and makes everything invisible. So I had to play with that off. That's fantastic. This graphics card is terrible. What am I doing? I have ender pearls. Screw the rules, I have ender pearls. Damn it. Well, that's annoying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, new computer. Never lease a computer. That's the one thing I've learned from this. If you're gonna get a new computer, go all out. Don't lease one because, for one, you're not going to be able to really upgrade the damn thing if you lease it. So there's that. Like, most computers, maybe all, I don't know. When you buy them from, like, what do you want to call it? Manufacturers. Like, this is an HP. Like, and this is just from the manufacturer. So when you buy one from them, they usually, like, they'll solder on the CPU. So they'll solder it onto the motherboard. Now, whenever I do want to upgrade this thing, if I ever upgrade this computer in general, I'm pointing at it like you can see it. It's down to my left. But whenever I go to upgrade that, I'd have to replace the entire motherboard from what I understand. I'm still kind of new to the whole computer building process. I am looking for parts to build a new gaming computer, mostly for recording. Mostly for recording this in particular. I don't really care about newer gen games. Like, I'm not all that excited about Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts. Like, the only possibly next gen game I'm looking forward to right now is Dark Souls 2, which is coming out close to my birthday. So, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But like, I'm probably never going to get an Xbox One or a PS4 unless they have. Oh, hello, horse. Unless they have, what's the word? Uh, Games that you can only get for the specific system. I don't know what the word is. My mind's a little foggy right now. Can't you tell? But I keep going off topic. It's been a while since I've recorded. There's a lot of stuff I want to say. So I did get this computer mainly for the purpose, well, for the express purpose of recording. Like, it's something that I really enjoy doing, and I don't know, there's something about sitting down and playing a video game and talking that is pretty entertaining. And hello, there's a village. Like, I just enjoy doing it. It's a fun hobby to have, and if you just heard a little muffle there, I'm sorry. Trying to blow my nose without actually blowing my nose, just so I don't have to edit. Uh, yeah, I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. It's like my mouth goes into autopilot. Uh, but yeah, I got it for I. Yeah. I wanted to get a new computer for playing Minecraft and for recording Minecraft. That's the main thing. Like, recording, something I'm really into, something that I hope to keep doing. Like, I don't expect to make a career out of it. Like, it is like a secret fantasy to make a career out of it, but, you know, I've pretty much come to terms with the fact that it'll never happen. Okay, there's nothing here that I really want, so I'm just going to continue on. Uh, yeah, let's just keep going. What if there's a desert temple around here? Oh well, guess we'll never know. And there's a swamp. I would say let's settle there, but this is still too close to people. Like, I don't want to go past, like, the negative 5,000 mark. That's my limit, but I don't want to stay too close either. I don't know. I kind of want to get to the newer terrain. Like, it'd be really nice to settle in a mesa because I like dead lands. I don't know, like storms and wastelands. Those are my favorite combinations. I don't know why, but what was I saying? Okay, I already covered the recording thing. I can quit repeating that over and over because I'm sure you're tired of hearing of it. Uh, but yeah, and it's kind of no secret how I was able to afford the thing, or able to at least lease the computer. I got a job, which is really weird. But yeah, I got a job. So I work second shift, and it's full time, and it sucks. But I'd rather be able to have a job and complain about it rather than not have a job and still have my old crappy computer without the prospects of being able to upgrade anytime soon. So that's at least nice. But yeah, second shift, I work pretty much all the hours of the day that any normal people are able to do anything. Like, my free time is basically 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then uh uh like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I don't know, it's just a weird schedule to get used to in general. But you know, it's the sacrifices we make, right? To have nice things. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about in terms of the new computer and having employment. I don't know. And why am I wandering around at night? Oh well, who cares? It's not like I'll die. I hope. Famous last words. But I could have sworn there were other things I wanted to talk about, and that's why I was doing the exploration in video and not just going, okay, I'm gonna go find something. Hey, I found something. Uh, well, I don't know. Okay, now that I've had a moment to deal with the drippings coming out of my face, uh, back to the subject of recording. Holy crap. Well then. Oh yeah, you can't hear the rain sounds because particles are down. That's the thing that still happens. So yeah, pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Shh. Anyway, uh, sorry, I heard a noise in the other room and thought my niece was awake. Turns out it was coming from the exact opposite direction, so that means she is still asleep. Yes, I do still live with my brother, but now I pay him real money dollars for me to sleep on the couch. And I pay for my own food now, which is a liberating feeling. So now I don't feel like such a sack of crap every time I go into the kitchen to get something to eat. So, hooray. Uh, yeah, so I haven't recorded in a while. Like, the last thing I recorded was the hardcore server episode with Hunter. And that's mainly because, one, like, I don't hate recording with this thing, but it's still not fantastic. Like I said, I'm looking to upgrade again, which hopefully I'll be able to do on Black Friday because of all the internet deals. And two, I've been sick. Like, I haven't just been sick a day or two. I've been feeling getting sick for a couple of days, and then it happened. Of course, like a week after I say, I don't get sick much. So, yeah, and I have to work tomorrow, which, that's not fun. But I finally got the recording bug in me, felt like, hey, I want to do that today. Why didn't I make a boat? Oh well, too late now. That boat's kind of the exact opposite thing you need for crossing a desert. Yeah. But, is that a... No, that's not a desert temple. You lied to me, Minecraft. Uh, but, I do hope to do a lot more recording. Like, I'd love to be able to upload a video a day. Or at least a night. Or maybe a video every 2 days, like render one at night while I'm sleeping and then upload it the next night. I don't know. But I'm planning on having a few series. Like, I want to keep the hardcore series up, but I'm not sure how to do that. Like, because I obviously want that to be a little more focused on adventure and killing things and just the PvP in general, because I do quite enjoy PvP in games, even though I'm not that fantastic at it. Like, I remember when I used to do WoW PvP, and that was a disaster. But it was still fun. Uh, but yeah, I'd like to do that series again. I'd like to keep it up anyway. But I also want that to be something where I always have a buddy with me that's also recording, just so you can see multiple perspectives. Like, I'm obviously not going to see if something sneaks up on me and kills me, but another person will. Something like that, and also just to have another voice to talk to. Which I was hoping would be Hunter, but with this schedule, it doesn't quite work out. Like, I do have days off, but... hello, Savannah. I don't really want to settle in a Savannah, though. It's something about the trees. I really don't like the way they look. Like, I keep saying like a lot. I'm definitely a teenage girl today. I wish they would, like... I guess I'm just going to keep using that word. You know how in custom maps and such, they have the... Hello, Ravine. They have the... Dude, this is going to be a tricky shot. Hold on. No, it's not. Okay. They have the tree textures, like, on the corners, or on the sides anyway. I was about to say, did I blow it into a... blow. Did I blow it into another ravine? But I did not throw it into another ravine. That would have been sad. But anyway, as I was saying, like, do you know what I'm talking about? The little connected textures of the wood. They would have it as a corner piece, and I honestly think that would look a lot better for these trees. Something about the bark and whatever you call the inside part, it doesn't look right together. It, to me, anyway, that's just my opinion. But, yeah, I don't like savannas for that reason alone. I was saying something else, but I completely forgot. No, I didn't. I remember now. So yeah, I wanted to have I want to keep the hardcore series going. I also want to have this series because that's kind of like... It's pretty much my most popular series anyway on my channel. Unless you want to count my task videos. But the only one of those of any significance is the Blackthorn task, which has gotten over 1,500 views, surprisingly, and a lot of watch time at that. So I'm really happy with that one. So, self-plug here, go watch that video if you like old SNES games, and obscure ones at that, and TASes, which I like doing TASes. I want to go back to doing that at some point or another. I just don't have very many games that I think would be good for TASing. So, another... Yeah, I want to keep this series going, sorry, I keep buggering off into another train of thought. I obviously want to keep this series. This was my home. This was the first server I was ever on, and it would be very rude of me to just ditch that. But I also want to play on my brother's server and record on that. And like it's not like a guilt thing or anything. Like I don't think he's gonna be mad at me if I don't play on his server, but I would like to play on it and record on there as well. So what I've decided to do is kind of have the PvP centric series, and I'm going to be pointing with my mouse because, you know, you can see things. So the PvP centric series, and I'm doing it again, god dang it. Okay, let's make a bow right quick. This requires serious concentration. What am I doing? Put that down. Make the boat. Okay, now break this. Just narrate everything I'm doing so I don't have to come up with actual content. Break. I just threw the boat away. I was going to throw the wood crafting table away just so I don't accidentally keep that when I... Oh, good. Okay, I got the boat back. That's all I wanted. I just don't want to accidentally keep those when I go into survival mode. Michael Scott style. Why not? Let's make an office joke right now. Oh, throw that away. Throw that away. Throw that away. Throw... Not that away. Throw that away. There we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep repeating things in this video. Why not? Gonna have the PvP centric series, which will be the hardcore server. Then I'm going to have like the all-around experience. Like pretty much everything I do on here will be monitored by all of you guys. Like, okay, what the... What? Don't fall out of the world. That would be bad. Houston, we have no world. Anyway, so yeah, this series would be everything. You'd get the caving, you'd get the exploration, you get any PvP, you'd get monster combat, everything. Like I'm... And building, of course. But okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's shift to get out of that. So, boats are pretty glitched in 1.7, huh? Didn't know that. That's problematic. Okay, I have ender pearls. Let's just use those. So anyway, as I was saying, and I'm going to be at the bottom of the bloody ocean. This would be everything. So, of course, like, if I'm building, I'm not going to make you watch the entire process. I will obviously edit that down. Otherwise, what kind of human being would I be? A bad one. A very, very bad one. But then I want the Just for Fun craft server. That's my brother's server. By the way, yeah, there is some definite lag going on here. I don't know why. I guess it's probably because we're not on bucket anymore. I don't want to just swim all the way. Screw it. Looks like we're going this way. Which is very counterproductive. Yeah, this is a deep ocean, which is a new biome, I believe. So, it's gonna go on for a while. But okay, anyway, as I was saying, if you haven't checked out LPing with JT, I'll put a link for his channel in the description because I'm that nice of a person. If you haven't checked him out, definitely go do it. He is an up-and-comer, I'll put it that way. He has his own server, he has his own series, and he has other people on his server that record, but I'm not linking to them, so nah 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 nah. Anyway, so yeah, what the hell? I what? I haven't seen anything quite like this in Desert Generation. Is this a new biome? I knew there were desert hills before, at least I think there were. But I didn't know there was a desert that. I thought it was maybe a desert temple. But no, it's just a clusterfuck. Uh, so can I get that thought out of my head, please? Thanks. Okay. So I want his server from my series anyway to be just about the building. So I'll do all of the mining and everything off camera, and it'll be just about building, the process of it, what I think of when I go through the building, all that good stuff. So that should pretty much cover all the bases of what people like about Minecraft. Oh, and I'm also thinking of doing custom map series, blah 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 blah. That should kind of be blatantly obvious because every Minecraft player does that. But yeah, so that'll be the three main things. Four if you count the custom maps, which I kind of do. Hello, grass on sand. You are weird. So it would be the PvP centric series, the all around series, and then the buildy series. So that should keep everybody happy. Agreed? Agreed. Yay. You agreed with me. What is this over here? Nothing of real significance. You know, I haven't seen a single thing that I'm particularly fond of yet. Like, I'm not sure what I'm really looking for. I mean, I said it would be nice to be in a mesa, but I'm not particularly sure if I even want to settle there. So, I don't know. But if we don't find something pretty in a little while, then we'll just have to settle for something. So yeah, maybe I can find a roofed forest. That would be nice. I do like the dark oak wood. Much better than the acacia wood. Is that how you pronounce it? There might be a little bit of a flux in that because, you know, sick. But yeah, that's the main reason why I'm showing this part off, like the exploration and the trying to find of the things and the falling and the damage and not really the damage, but the fake damage, so it sounded like I got the hurt. I just got hurt. Lag. Lag everywhere. Sheepies. Oh, you're not laggy. Okay. But yeah, that's why I'm showing this, because this is the all-around series. Yay. Yay. So yeah, there's that. So every waking moment that I'm on this server, no matter what I'm doing, you're gonna see it. Except for the long drawn out building stuff. Like I'm not gonna make you watch me build a 200 block tall wall that's 500 blocks thick. Yeah, that's a thing that should happen at some point. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. And I honestly didn't think this video would go on for this long. I thought I'd find something decent right off the bat. Probably should have settled for that swamp. Just throwing that out there. And I might actually run out of food, which... Psh, That's kind of supposed to happen anyway. Oh, hello, another swamp. I do like me a nice swamp. Especially, again, just for arbitrary reasons that nobody really cares about. It's mostly for the grass. I like the way the grass looks in swamps, except for over here. What are you? Like a swamp plains? I don't know. I don't know why the grass is so different over here. The grass is greener on the other side. Yes. Okay. So, this is not the right kind of swamp for me, because it has different colors, and I am opposed to different colors. Yeah, probably shouldn't say that on the internet. I'll make a lot of friends. Trust me, there are those kind of people on the internet. I've looked at their profiles and their YouTubes. Oh, come on, eat. Oh, fantastic. Oh, the more they add, the buggier it gets. I love that about Minecraft. Oh, also, impromptu poll, because, you know, everybody loves participating in polls. Just look at how many people participated in my profile picture voting event, which was the dumbest thing I have done on this channel. Uh, Fallout 3 or Rogue Legacy, or not Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas or Rogue Legacy. Just one of those two. Because I want a new game, and I've played one, and I've seen footage of the other, and I don't know. I guess I could go into more detail on it and let you peoples decide. And this may or may not be also for a recording series. Who knows? But, yeah, I've played and beaten Fallout New Vegas. I love the Fallout series. I say Fallout series. I haven't played 1 and 2. But I love Fallout 3. I've played and beaten that. I love Fallout New Vegas. Played and beaten that. Played all the DLC for Fallout 3. Have not played any of the DLC for Fallout New Vegas, which that's why I'm looking at getting the Ultimate Edition for that, which is $20, but I'm good for it. I have buddies now, which is weird to say, and not be referring to an allowance. And random people try to join the server from time to time. That's just something we have to get used to. And there's another savannah. I think the world is trying to tell me something, and I'm going to ignore it. And another desert, for that matter. Why are these so... Well, I'd say why are these so common? I've only seen 2 of those so far. Why are deserts so common? Another desert village. I might settle here just based on this, because it would be nice to set up my own iron farm, because that's a thing I can do now. I've looked at the tutorials. Would it... I don't want to ask this question, but I will. Yeah, there's a blacksmith, of course. Like, I don't want to loot this place right now. Would it be... alright if it just wrote down the coordinates for this, left it here, and then as soon as I got set up somewhere else, come back to this and loot it? Like, would that count as the new survival, or would I be kind of cheating it away? Like, now that I know it's here, I can just come get that armor right off the bat, so... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. If I won't, like, if I just run across it again someday, then I'll allow it, but otherwise, nah. There are plenty of villages. Sir. Sir. You are aware that you built your house, this door, rather, right into a hill. That's not how doors work. You have to clear the path. I'll show you. You're a terrible settler. Goodbye. Anyway, gotta get over this freaking thing. Ender pearls. Just land. Just land. Come on. Thank you for lagging. I really appreciate it. Anyway, as I was talking about earlier, and this is going to turn out to be like an hour-long video. Oh well. I can split it up into multiple parts, I guess. Uh, so yeah, Fallout New Vegas or Rogue Legacy. Like, I've seen footage of Rogue Legacy, and it looks fantastic. Like, it looks right up my alley. I'm a huge Castlevania fan. I love Symphony of the Night and all of the other more exploration-centric Castlevania games. And that'll come into play later. You may or may not figure out what I'm talking about eventually. But I love the Castlevania series and how focused on exploring and like upgrading your character they are. So, and that's pretty much what Rogue Legacy is, at least to me anyway. It's really focused on exploration and upgrading your character, except to a bit more of an extent, more like an RPG upgrade system. Unlike the Castlevania series, where you mostly just. Okay, there we go, frame rate just died. Where you uh, just level up and that's pretty much it, and you just get armor to upgrade. Another Savannah. Damn it. Soon I'm gonna have to start focusing on going this way. Well, I'll focus on going this way for now anyway. But yeah, it's really one of those things, like, I love Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Like, I love Bethesda for those games. For some reason, I just can't get into the Elder Scrolls series. Like, I've played 4 and I've played 5, and apparently it's a sin to not like 5. But I just don't really care for it. Like, I don't know why. I think for me it's more of a thing having to do with fantasy versus, well, blatant fantasy, like this will never happen, versus, oh my god, this could happen. Like, it 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 could be real. And that's what the Fallout 3 and New Vegas are to me. They're kind of those games where, yeah, it's not real. It's obviously not real, and a lot of the plots are made up and whatever, like most video games are. I'm talking out of my ass right now. But it has that sense of this could be a thing. So, yeah. Plus, I've never played DLC for New Vegas, and I really want to. Like, New Vegas itself is only $10 on Steam, and Rogue Legacy is 15. And both of them, to me anyway, well, this is just speaking from a, oh, excuse me, hiccuped. That's something I didn't expect to do. Yeah, we have an iron farm. Just throwing that out there. Okay. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, from what I've seen on Rogue Legacy, it has a huge area for replay value, and that's what I really love in games. I love to be able to go back to a game and play it and have a new experience, which again is one of the main reasons why I like the Castlevania series so much. You can pretty much choose how you play, and I don't know. To me, every run feels a little different, and that's what I think I'd be getting with Rogue Legacy. But also with Fallout New Vegas, uh, like, loot's random and weapons are kind of random. I don't really know how that works. I think it's random, but of course set to a certain degree for progression's sake. So I don't know. I'm really torn when it comes to RPGs. RPGs are my favorite genre of game. I do I want to say this? Like, it's one of those things that you say, but it never happens. So I may as well say it because I've told freaking everybody that I know about it, and I'm going to end up speeding this video up probably. and then it'll just be like, hey, watch me explore randomly, and then occasionally, or not occasionally, but there'll be talking in it while it's sped up. I don't know. Uh, I keep losing track of what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, never mind. I know what I was about to say. Uh, a while back on my old computer, my brother got me a copy of RPG Maker XP, which I did have prior experience with, and I do love the RPG. Well, I say love. I enjoy the RPG Maker series of RPG making tools. Like, I've used RPG Maker XP, RPG Maker VX, and RPG Maker VX Ace, and VX Ace is definitely my favorite of the three. But anyway, he got me RPG Maker XP, and I'm like, oh, sweet, but I didn't really touch it for a while. But then I started thinking about it, and two things I really love with RPGs, like the two subgenres, I guess you could call them, turn-based and dungeon crawler. And from what I know, like from what I've experienced and what I've looked up, there don't seem to be very many turn-based uh, dungeon crawler hybrids that have a major focus on story rather than just repetitive gameplay. Like, as much as I love dungeon crawlers, like, I'm a huge fan of the Fate games. Uh, they, the stories just never really gripped me, and one of my favorite things ever is storytelling, and I'll get into that at some other point. But like, pretty much what I did, I set out to try and make, or at least try to make my vision of a turn-based dungeon crawler hybrid with a larger focus on story rather than just the repetitive gameplay. Okay, so the FateCraft server kind of just died. I guess two people were just way too many for it to handle. So, I'm going to wrap up the episode here with some random these things. Yeah, these are just models for a build I'm working on that will be on my brother's server. You'll be able to see that eventually. But I just wanted to wrap up the episode here, and I'll finish talking about what I was talking about later, probably whenever the FateCraft server is back up. So, anyway, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble on, and yeah, I don't really have a good way to close out these episodes. Still using that rudimentary technology from the ancient past, but I'll fix that eventually. I think a decent recording computer is the right step to take, or the right direction to go in. Anyway, why am I getting such a terrible frame rate? Let me look at the sky, why not? Wow, what are my settings? Just awful. I guess the world hasn't rendered, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I would say this has been the FateCraft server, but it has been the FateCraft server. Now this is my world, buildings and thinguses. And yes, I do steal the word thingus from somebody. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Yay! Bye.